What's up, y'all? Today we're going to go over what exactly is all covered on the bar exam. What is on the bar? This is where I Google it on my phone and find out for sure. Alright, so the bar exam comes down to three core components. First, we have the MBE. This is also known as the Multi-State Bar Examination. So the MBE consists of 200 multiple choice questions. This has historically been 175 scored questions and 25 experimental questions. Yes, I spelled experimental wrong. I don't think spelling is going to be graded on the bar. So this is taken in 2 3-hour sections over the course of one day. So these are some of the areas that will be tested. Civil procedure. I almost failed civil procedure my first year. Definitely need to study up on that. Constitutional law, contracts. Gotta love those good old contracts. Criminal law and procedure. Evidence. I never took evidence. It was always highly recommended, but it was hard to get into that class, and I wasn't really interested in it, so I never tried that hard to get into it. Property. I liked property. I like IP, property type stuff. I would like to take the patent law, or I would like to do patent law and take the patent bar someday. I have a science degree from undergrad, so I can technically sit for the patent bar. And torts, negligence. Alright, so to be successful in the MBE, you need to be good at spotting legal issues, knowing precise rules, sorting through messy facts, eliminating sneaky wrong answers. This is a general overview of the MBE section of the bar. Next up, we have the essays. So the essays are generally, you get 6 questions, 3 hours to answer. The questions are going to be a kind of like an outline, like a fact pattern and a prompt. And they want you to answer the prompt based on the fact pattern, obviously. So the same subjects in the MBE can be covered in the essays. There's also a list of additional things that might pop up. So you might get stuff on business associations. You might get some stuff on family law. There might be will, trust, and estate. Might be an estate planner when I grow up. There might be some secured transactions, has to do with the UCC, conflicts of the law, and there could be various state-specific issues. So to be successful on the essays, you want to be able to spot issues, organize your thoughts, state the rule, apply rule to issue, and then reach a logical conclusion. This is how you succeed on the essay. Iraq. Then next up we have the performance test. So what is this? The performance test is kind of like a closed loop. You're given all the materials that you need to complete a given task. So the tasks could be anything from like writing a memo or a brief, some type of closing argument, maybe a demand letter. I'm sure there's all kinds of different ways that they could test you on the performance test. We'll have to look more into what you get. This is where practice reps are going to come in. We're going to practice writing memos and briefs and stuff, and that's going to help us on overall, but it'll help us especially on this part. So you're given everything you need to succeed. They give you case files and other resources. So like you'll have the statutes, you'll have testimonies, basically like a real world situation. Whatever your assignment is, they're going to grade you based on that. I feel like honestly that might be the easiest part because you're given everything you need. You just need to put it all together. You don't have to remember I'm not good at remembering rules and statutes and stuff, so I feel like I'm going to do good here. Maybe not on the other two. Multiple choice questions, at least you have the opportunity to get everyone right. Like, even if you just guess. The essay, I feel like they'll be able to see pretty easily if you're like trying to BS it. Alright, and finally there will be state-specific section depending on where you are. Essays or multiple choice. I'm going to be taking the South Carolina bar. And maybe one day I would like to take the California bar because I know That's big for patent, and I already work in pharmaceuticals, so a bunch of pharma out there too, so I think that'll help. So what did we learn today? We learned that we have the MBE. This is 200 multiple choice questions. We have the essays. You got 6 essays, and then we have the performance test. Given materials, perform task. And then you have your state-specific sections if you have any. These are our bar exam parts. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You also have to pass the MPRE. That's the professional responsibility exam, so I will need to take that. I don't think you need it to take the bar. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you next time.